My old roommate, I just realized I have two cousins named Diana. Spencer and Dalton. She bought me this book when I started telling her my stories, my jokes, and everything. Started it on Facebook. I was going to publish it a while back, and I decided to. For some reason, I got on Kindle last night about how you can make your own book and this, that, and everything else. And I thought, you know, I've already. Oh, my nose is running again. And the program was Kindle, and it was forgot the lady's name, and she's on my uh, email. But anyway, she wanted $997 to publish, to write, to get people to do all their stuff that they do and everything else. And I got back in and I started looking at Kindle last night again, and I thought I already have a book written. I already have an album written too. So I was thinking I could go ahead and publish the book and sell the book, not the copyright, but the chapters of the book, like part one. And I've looked in that book, I've got a good 50, 60 pages already written. See the kitty in the background with rolled toilet paper? That's what you have when your wife has a sinus problem and she's pregnant. She can tell. Yeah, that's pretty funny. But anyway, I thought, I could do all this myself. I've already sung a few albums, stuff like that. The one from that I sang from, what are those guys? It wasn't Foreigner, it was, oh, I can't even think of the name of it, but I sang the whole album, and it didn't stay on my Facebook page for more than 20 days, maybe 10. It was gone. Somebody hacked it, got into it, took it, and used it. I don't know what they did with it, but I was going to do it again and sing the whole thing. It was Van Halen. It was the 2016 concert, and I had sang it and I had nailed the whole thing. And I thought it sounded pretty good. So, but anyway, it disappeared, and some of my other stuff disappeared too. And I decided to go ahead and publish my book. Probably what I'm going to do next. I'm going to work on my Department of Treasury stuff and see what's in there, and pull everything that's in my name and ask them about those finances that I have that kind of went away or got hidden or wherever they're at. So I would probably pull that probably this week too. It's a Saturday, so I have 2 days. The car, I'm not worried about the car. I figured they're not going to take it from me. I'll probably cash that CD Monday and let them go ahead and pay for it out of there. Just give me what's left of it. Probably take 10% of it and see how that goes. But I got a pretty good idea of what I'm going to do. And it's stuff that I like doing. This is fun. I mean, singing's fun. And I don't know, I had some weird dreams last night. Well, let me tell you what happened at the courthouse. I was really worried about the ninth because they gave me another meeting with Waniki in the courthouse, and I was like, and every time I get in that place, it just starts shaking. So I told Sarah I was here. She's the lady at the counter, and I told her I get nervous when I get into these places, and I was, you could tell I was nervous. I finally got myself calmed down. It was about that kid over there and everything else, and I smiled at her and waved it when she left. She gave me a big old smile. But anyway, it's one of those things that just is. The other lady was kind of in a bad situation, but they were trying to do everything they could for that kid to have the proper home and everything else, and it was a struggle between the parents, the grandparents, and the adopted parents, and they all were just like, "What do we do?" and, and the lady at the courthouse was really, I was surprised. She was really really doing a pretty good job and asking him how that she could work her schedule around her into them and give them the proper amount of time and everything. She goes, I have 3 hours on Monday. And I just started laughing. That was really funny. Then the attorney, when he left, he looked over at me and he said, where do you know you from? I said, I don't know. But I was thinking when I was there, I said, I'm sure glad I'm not in your guys' shoes. And he goes, yeah, this was a rough one. And he's the guy I met over at Come and Go. I made him laugh, but I figured out who it was later on. But anyway, when I got up there and started talking and told them what I was going to do, what I wanted them to do, if it was okay, if it would work with everybody, she let me take the floor. And pretty much I told them I'd go ahead and turn it in. If not, everything, I'm still trying to get a loan, but it's not really what I want to do, but it's the easiest. And if everybody's okay with it, I am too. And they were all like, yeah, really? Well, they had plans to give me a loan and do something else, but I didn't know what they had for paper. I didn't know what they tried to work out behind closed doors with me not around and trying to get. But they decided to do that. Then I realized yesterday when I was driving, I went up to Hayden to get my debit card for my new account. I'm going to close the old one. And anyway, there was a state patrolman that got behind me, and I'm thinking, oh boy, this is where they go ahead and arrest me, right? And I'm sitting there, well, I should be able to drive the car. They haven't told me I couldn't. I cleaned it up and everything, and I filled it full of fuel. And I'll probably fill it full of fuel when they take it, if they take it at all, which they probably won't. Because I think if they had any legal right to it, they would have. Now, I told them I was going to sue them after the car was gone. I'm not going to do that. I don't want to put any time or efforts into that. Like my friend over at the Breakfast Club, she goes, you don't want to be that girl, do you? I said, no. But anyway, I decided that I'll probably just let that part go. I'll publish my book, I'll publish my music, and I'll make an album like everybody else is doing. And I'll just sell it on YouTube, or I'll sell it on whatever, you know. I still have my AdSense to pull and that other stuff. I cut my email about in half the other day, and it built up again, so I have to, get rid of a lot of the stuff. The attorneys, I'm still going to do it. The client portal, I'm tired. I'm really tired. I didn't sleep well last night. Like I said, it's been a really rough week. Now, the 10th, according to my psychic friend, now, it's funny that the artisans that I've been uh, listening to mentioned something about that. So I think they were talking about me again. I said, I know, it's just one of those things that I like to listen because she's kind of close to being right, but I already know everything she's told me. She's not helping me. I donated a couple dollars to her. But anyway, kind of funny. But I'm not really into that. That's just kind of like a hobby. And, half the stuff they tell you that they do and everything just doesn't work anyway. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. Well, anyway, that's what's going on. I'm going to publish the book and I'm going to find out how to do it. That's all I need to know. I can narrate it myself. I wrote it myself. I can narrate it myself, and it wouldn't be that hard to split it up into chapters and charge everybody like $10 a chapter. I'm sure that thing's probably going to go off the shelf like wildfire. Then if I wanted to publish a printed copy about it, then I could just go ahead and do that too. Do it right off the internet. All I need to do is get a printer because the one we have doesn't work. And now that I have a new computer, I can get a printer. We can move into another place and I can have my own, desk and everything else. That way I can sing when Randy's sleeping and stuff, but I can't right now. It's kind of hard for me to get stuff done because I only have a short window of time. Yeah, maybe kind of screwed up my teeth a little bit. I was told not to go to the dentist, and the other ones said, "Well, just get your bottom part cleaned." Yeah, I probably should have, but they're doing better. They're getting better. Your teeth do grow back, believe it or not. I didn't in the beginning, but I had somebody get a lucky shot in on me, and they knocked a few teeth out. They grew back. It was like, what? What? Really? And there's medicines that'll help you do that. But anyway, I'm going to publish a book. and I'm going to start working on that right now. I already gave it a title. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but I'm going to find out how to publish it. That's all I need to do. And I can do everything else myself. And all the other finances, they're going to work itself out. Like my friend said, everything will work out if I will let it. Wow, baby's just been kicking my butt. But I don't see that car going anywhere. I see me probably paint it off before it leaves. And I think that's what they did because they said they were going to give me till November 22nd. That's a long time. Now, the baby due probably, I want to say 6 weeks. Um, I had a miscarriage in June, I believe. July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March. March would be 9. Yeah, I was kind of thinking March too. I want to say around April. Maybe it was July when I had the miscarriage. I don't know. But I'm going to keep track of periods because I usually didn't because never really had a full one. I just kind of spotted it was gross and a couple of days wasn't feeling good and then it go on. Nobody seemed to take mind of what was going on in my world when that happened to me, especially my friends. It's kind of funny. Now I go to court and they acknowledge me as Mrs. Pruitt instead of Mr. Pruitt, which is a lot easier. And when I went into Comico and I was telling the guy that, I said, everybody's calling me Mrs. Pruitt now. It's a lot easier than what I was doing. I don't know. I don't know what my parents were thinking when they thought I was going to be a boy. That one is kind of funny. And last thing my mom told me was, I should let you be a girl. I was like, duh. Last thing my dad told me is, I put the trust in the wrong person's name. Really? So anyway, I'm going to work on that, but at least it's going to be in Colorado because they did get bought out. And it's not the people's fault. The people were really nice and everything. It's the system. Somebody knew the way around the system, knew how to work it. It's not hard for them. So I'm going to post this, and then I'm going to go ahead and work on my book and everything else and see what's going on. But I've got a new computer. I'm going to get a sound system when we move and everything and get all my finances straightened out. And I'm not going to do anything else. I'm just going to leave everything the way it is. If there's no money there, there's no money there. It's not my fault. I haven't done anything wrong. The problem is it comes back every year. Even if I don't want it, it comes back. But it is what it is. All right, well, peace out. This is Sarah Lee saying adios.